am Kevin Gifforn, the Engagement Director for Education for Mindgrub, coming live from Philadelphia at the EduWeb conference. I'm lucky enough to have with me today, I have Victoria Dropps from all the way from Fairbanks, Alaska. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm an information officer at the University of Alaska in Fairbanks, and I do communications, a lot of communications, so like website design, social media, internal comms, external comms, kind of everything that falls in there, and then also administrative tasks that deal with the faculty, like faculty services and whatnot, and some accreditation. So we touch on a little bit of everything, highly variable. We all kind of have our hands in different pots, and it's an integrated team, to say the least. So we're excited to see what we can do with AI in our processes and sort of transition into more modern, more streamlined processes for our teams.
How do you think AI can help prepare our students for the workforce of the future?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think that it's going to be revolutionary. And when something is revolutionary, it comes in like a storm, and it is a little bit unnerving, and it can definitely create all of these different opinions of this is going to be great for all these reasons, and it's going to be not great for all these reasons. I do think it's our responsibility to teach the students how to use it responsibly and ethically and productively, and incorporate it into their learning processes as soon as we can, so that we get ahead of the game, because it's going to be here whether we like it or not. It's here to stay for sure. And it's going to be such a great tool. And I would anticipate it'll be integrated into most, if not all, industries in some form or fashion. It can be specialized and fine-tuned to different industries. And the free access platforms alone, I don't really know anybody that isn't using them, at least on like the simplest, smallest of just kind of the day-to-day. I just need an answer to this question, and it's able to answer multi-part questions. So it's going to be able to help us get information together comprehensively, faster, and just kind of streamline thought processes. So I don't think that AI is going to replace people. I do think that people who use AI are going to replace people who do not use AI, because it's just going to be the most efficient, most effective way to get from where we are to where we're trying to go to reach our goals. But we just have to figure out how to apply it to our processes.
Okay. So then, looking at the future, what skills do you think will be most important for students to develop in a world driven by AI?
I would say critical thinking, comprehensive critical thinking. Because the one thing that AI doesn't have is the ability to ask itself its own questions. So you have to know what questions to ask it in order to get those answers. And then you also have to be able to justify why those answers are correct. So, or maybe don't expect the answer that you get to your first question to be the last. It should, I think a good question always leads to more questions. So we need to be teaching our students, just like when calculators came about and people thought, oh, you can't use a calculator because you need to know how to do math. You do need to know how to do math, but you need to be able to streamline that process so that you can understand the concept and then use the tool to get you the information with your understanding of the concept, and put those two things together to get somewhere very innovative with that information, I guess.
That's really interesting about the calculator, because that definitely happened where people started using calculators and just totally were saying absolutely not. And you'll never have a calculator on you at all times. Now everybody has a cell phone with a calculator.
Right.
So, well, looking at that way, so what do you think are some potential ways AI could help enhance the campus life for the students?
Yeah. Oh, that's such an exciting concept, because I think that when I reimagine myself back as a student entering the college experience, there's a lot of unexpected challenges, and there's a lot of information that I wish I had sooner. And it'll be able to answer questions like, how do I get to my classes? Simple questions, right? What are the best electives to take for for my career field that I have in mind, or for what I want to use this degree for in the future. But then maybe something like, are there any chess clubs in the area? Are there, I feel nervous because I don't know anybody. What are some good ways to meet people on this campus or at this school or in this area? Just comprehensive questions. And then it'll be 24/7 access to these answers very quickly. And, that's just not a service we've been able to provide students to this point, because you can't have a person available 24/7 all day long for those types of things. And then maybe they ask, I'm too far away from my family and I feel lonely. What do I do? And we can have some of these things prepared. You do those custom instructions in the background so that your AI is personalized for the experience that it's supposed to be providing. And hopefully we can fuel this confidence in students that are just entering that college experience. It's very intimidating. You're inundated with all of these new things all over the place, right? And it's so exciting, and then it's so nerve-wracking, and then it's so exciting, and then it's so nerve-wracking, and then you're like, I'm going to do great. And then you go, oh no, I failed. What do I do? And it'll be able to help you find the resources that help you. You've got your peaks, and then you've got your valleys, and you're not alone when you're climbing back up to that next peak. And I think that when some people who enter a university or a college experience kind of hit that first valley, they think, I can't do this.
Sure. No.
And maybe this will help us kind of inspire them to know, like, you can do this, and we're going to support you. And this isn't going to replace the human experience, but it's going to help you access what you need.
That's amazing. I mean, to look at it as a 24/7 concierge is such a cool application for AI. Wow. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me. I really appreciate it. I know I got a lot out of this.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, again, thank you for tuning in today. This is AI in Action, coming live from Philadelphia at the EduWeb conference. Please check all our social media platforms and watch the other interviews we did there. Have a good night.